Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy BULLBOYKENNELS. Yes, we is back with another movie pickup. This one's all gonna be steel bookies and chunky boxies. That's really the best way to put it. Some of the stuff I had picked up or that finally trickled in. Um, some of these were new, some of these were used. Even the used ones were actually still new. They were still wrapped, weren't even opened. So I got them for a good deal. So there's always that as a benefit. So not paying more than what they cost when they were released, saving money, and they're still wrapped. So that's always a plus. Always a plus. Anyways, let's start with the first one. This one was for my grandson. Uh, I know I watched this a million times as well, like with my daughter and son. So I figured, even though I only own the DVD and I only had it in full frame, figured let me get him the 4K edition. And since I got it for a very good price, figured I'd get him that Cars. Now I don't know why Disney went with this look. It's kind of plain if you ask me. Just silver and then with a little square picture on the inside. You kind of think they were being cheap about it. I mean, I do like the silver. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it goes with my team, silver and black. So I'm not mad about that part, but you would think they would do a little bit more with the artwork, at least on these editions, and not kind of cheap out on it in a sense. But either way, I mean, it's for my grandson, so it's not like it's going to really make a difference for him. It's just I just prefer to have the steelbook of it, and since I got it for such a good price, I ain't gonna complain too much, but I'm still gonna complain a little bit about it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, got that for him. So, he can have me watch that a million times over, like I haven't already done so anyways. But I figured instead of, watching that, instead of watching the full screen DVD that I had, figure, hey, let's just watch it widescreen 4K. That 4K sizzle, as I like to call it. This other one, this one I did get new. Um, this was on sale too. So again, I try, man, look, I try to get them on sale. It's. Yeah, ain't no way you can afford all these movies if you're just paying full price all the time. So, gotta find them discounts. Gotta find them discounts. This one is one I did have on DVD, but I figured why not upgrade it to the Steelbook? And that is The Strangers. So yes, that's a nice looking Steelbook. Even though it's all black, at least they did some work to it. Got some design, some thought. It's cool looking. I like that. Where the other one, it's just silver with a little picture in the center, like a little tiny picture. This one, bit more work put into it. You enjoy looking at it more, going through your movies when you're picking something. It's like, what do I want to see today? Oh, do I want to see cars? I don't know. Do I want to see strangers? Probably so. So, you know, there's always that. But yeah, I know this one I've seen quite a few times as well. So, and I don't think I've ever seen it in anything other than the DVD I own. So, seeing it in a 4K, it's going to be a treat. Hopefully, it looks good because I haven't got to see it yet in 4K, but hopefully, it is enjoyable. Now, one that I did wait, I mean, it did come in a couple days ago. So, yeah, I know I'm a little late with probably posting about it, but I got other stuff that comes in, so got to take care of the other stuff. And that is none other than the chunky little box from Arrow. Yeah. Arrow always got some nice chunky boxes. I do prefer Second Sight. Between the two, when it comes to chunky boxes, I prefer Second Sight, but I do like the Arrow stuff. And that is Excalibur in that beautiful 4K-ness. Now I did get to watch this the other night. It did look really good. does look better than the Blu-ray. At least the Blu-ray that I have for it. Definitely looks way better than that. Now the cut that I did watch was the longer one, like 2 hours and 20 some minutes, something like that. So they do have the theatrical cut, which I'm pretty sure that's what my Blu-ray was, because I'm like, yeah, I don't remember the movie being that long. So I'm pretty sure what I've been watching was the theatrical cut the entire time. And there was stuff in here that I just didn't notice from the last time viewing it. Because I know I did watch the Blu-ray not that long ago, just a few months ago I watched it. So I'm like, yeah, there's definitely some stuff that wasn't the same. So yeah, I had to have been watching the theatrical cut on the other one. But yeah, this one definitely did look really good. Does it look good as other movies that have recently came out? No, no, it does not. No, no. There's movies that look way better than this. But considering how this movie did look on DVD, on Blu-ray, yes, it's a big jump up from that. But I don't think it's as big of a jump as some people will say that it is. But it is a big jump though. Does look really good. Does maintain a lot of the fine grain structure from the film. And it looks, pretty cleaned up without like doing like any crazy AI stuff to it. So the film does look really, really good. And, and in all honesty, it's probably best they kept it that way and not muckered with it too much to where it doesn't keep that original feel that the movie has. Because that's one thing, with these older films, they always have a certain feel to them. And if you start cleaning them up too much, making them too pristine, that feel goes away. So want to try to keep that as much as possible. You know what I mean? You understand? You following me? I ain't lose you, right? Because I don't want to lose you. Because if I lost you, you might just have to be found. I'm just saying, you might have to be found. But anyways, really good film. Definitely worth picking up. Um, and this is a movie I remember watching as a kid. So I had great times, watching it, whether it was the DVD a couple months ago on Blu-ray, and then just the other night, the 4K. I'm probably gonna go ahead and rewatch the other disc that has the theatrical cut on it to see if that film looks different, than the longer cut, of course. But we'll see, we'll see. This other one I got, it just looked interesting. The trailer, really. I mean, that was really the whole reason I got it. It was because the trailer looked interesting. Other than that, I don't know anything about this movie. This one I did buy used, and it was still brand new, still sealed, wrapped, everything. So that was always great. And that is MS-45. Again, I don't know nothing about this movie. I did watch the trailer before I did purchase it from the person. So, that way I would at least be like, okay, am I interested in it? I got it for a good price anyways. I'll buy it, one of the chunky box rather than the just the single 4K of it. So I figured I'd go with this. Hopefully I enjoy that. And I think this one was only one disc. Pretty sure this was one disc. Yeah, pretty sure this one was just one disc. Because I know I already ripped all these and put these on my server, which is what I always do, which I'm running out of space again. So I'm going to have to buy more hard drives pretty soon. And buying these 24 terabyte drives, I got to buy like 2 at a time, sometimes 3 at a time. That sucks because they're expensive. They're not cheap. So yeah, that's a bad thing. But I do like putting all my movies on my server so that way I can watch them whenever I feel like it. I don't need to worry about no streaming service when they got something available. If my server's down, then it just ain't available because of that. But as long as there's no issues, hey, I'm gonna be able to watch this on my own server, and we're gonna call it good on that one. So yeah, so that was MS-45. This other one, this one I did buy used, and it was in like basically perfect condition. I'm gonna say this was a 3-disc set. This is definitely during my era, so that's why I bought it. Not saying that it's a great movie, but it was something definitely during my era. As far as the theme, the feel, what was going on, and that is Wild Style. So if you grew up in the '80s, you know all about breaking, all the graffiti writing. We used to all do all that stuff as kids. So I know that lifestyle very, very well. It's probably one of the best decades ever. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't think there's a better decade than the '80s. I think the '80s are probably the best decade out of everything. I mean, we had everything, everything and nothing, but we had everything, if that makes sense. Great time, fun time, music, movies, get togethers, hanging out, arcade, going to the movies, you name it, going to the bowling alley, driving theaters, '80s. Yeah, we had everything. So these other, these later decades, they missing out on so much. Yeah, y'all might have, more, technology these days to where shit's more easier and convenient, but we had more fun. That we definitely did. We had more fun. Now for, people that have fun, it's just like, oh, well, if I'm not on my phone constantly or scrolling, I'm not really having fun. We would go outside, grab 2 sticks and, yeah, we just, imagine shit and have fun that way. But yeah, definitely Wild Style. Definitely one of those movies. Definitely one to get. Um, I know another movie would be that I would, I don't remember if I have the 4K of it. I think I do. I think I do, which is Breaking. Is it Breaking or is it Beach Street? I want to say it's Beach Street. Beach Street is, I think, is the one I have. Those are definitely all movies from me growing up as a kid. So I'm always gonna enjoy those for sure. Always gonna enjoy them. But anyways, those were some of the movie pickups that I ended up getting. At least for now, until whatever else comes in. Never know. Shit just comes in whenever. So we'll see how those go. But other than that, I hope you enjoy these. If any of these you've seen yourself, definitely leave a comment below. I like to know what your thoughts are about it. And if you don't got no thoughts, hey, that's cool too. Some people just don't. It's all right. We we all don't need to speak at one time. It's okay. You'll be all right. Anyways, it's been your boy Boo Boy Kennels, and as always, keep them scratching. Peace. We up out of here.